What's up, Affordable Armory folks? How y'all doing? I'm super excited about this one today, guys. Hey, so if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can know when future videos come out. This is a Glock stabilizer brace made by a company called Recover Tactical. Now, I pre-ordered this thing as soon as I heard about it when they announced it at SHOT Show, and they just started shipping it at the very end of March. And because this is coming from Israel, I just got it today. So without further ado, I'm going to go unbox it at the workbench and show you how it works. And then here in a little bit, I will take it to the range and shoot with it. So let's get rolling. So in the package, this came with it. It's a lovely little thank you note from Israel Defense Store, which I guess is where they sell this thing. The company is Recover Tactical, and if you've never heard of them, the only other thing that I know of that they make is the plastic grips for a 1911, and what it does is it puts a rail attachment on your 1911. It's kind of cool, outside the box type thinking. So anyway, yeah, got a little shoot and see style target and a thank you note. It's kind of nice. Here we go. Stabilizer kit for Glock pistols. Let's open her up. What did we get? A bag of goodies. I'm gonna have to open that up. And we got a user manual. So there you can see that's what it's gonna look like. So you got your gun, the stabilizer brace, and a sling. You can attach a flashlight, and that's a holster. All right, so we got a bungee style sling. Alrighty, don't know that I'll use that, but whatever. You've got the brace itself. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to read the directions to figure out how to open the brace, but it looks like that's the button, and you can see that the brace is sitting on some type of hook there, and I don't want to break it, so I'll read the directions, figure out how it actually swings open, and then we'll get to that. But you can see the brace itself. So you've got a plastic piece here, and then you've got some nylon webbing that wraps around your arm, I guess. Probably won't actually wrap it around my arm, but you know, that's what makes it a brace and not a stock. But yeah, you just kind of rest your arm in there, and this would obviously fold out. The gun would be sitting right here. There is, like I said, that Picatinny rail on there, so you can add attachments. And I believe there are rails for right there and right there as well, if you want to add stuff on the side. And there's also an attachment for right here to hold a spare magazine, and I have that on order. They just announced the pre-order for that only for people who pre-ordered this last week. So when I got that email, I said, yep, I'm gonna want that. So I ordered it, and when I get that in, I'll do a video on that too. So there you go. Recover 2020, I guess, is what this thing is called. If they make one next year, it'll be the Recover 2021. All right. Recover G7. I think this is, yep, this is part of the holster. So I'll have to look at the directions for how to put this together. But anyway, this is a paddle style holster. This was extra. So I think the brace itself runs for $100, and then for $50 extra you get the holster and the sling. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll take that. There is another company that makes something similar to this, and instead of it being a folding brace, it kind of shoots out. So it's collapsed, and then you press a button and it shoots out. It's a company called Flux Defense. But their brace is $250. So I was like, huh, $100, $250, basically the same thing. Yeah, I'll take this one. It's also always out of stock, so I probably will eventually get the Flux brace, and then I'll do a comparison of these two. I'm also going to compare this to my Micro Roni because, yeah, similar concept, just different execution. All right, and in this bag is a whole bunch of hardware. You've got all sorts of attachments. This piece right here is to help you rack it if you're using iron sights. So if you're using a gun that does not have a red dot attached, then you put this on top of it, and then that's a rack assisting device. I am going to be using it on my Glock 45 MOS, which has a red dot mounted to it, because I think this is going to be a lot of fun to shoot at longer distances than typical pistol distances. At least that's what the idea was for me buying this. So I'm going to go read the instructions and put this thing together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is assembled. Looks pretty cool. Now you'll notice that the Picatinny rails extend a little bit past the muzzle, and I think that's because this will fit a Glock 17 pistol as well. It even says Glock 17 on the attachments that go over your slide serrations. I'll show you that here in just a second. Fairly simple operation. You press this button here to close it, and it just snaps into place like that. And then to deploy it, just like that. So pretty easy to do. The holster, I'm probably not going to use this thing. So the way it works is it slides on right there. And I'm not going to slide it all the way on because it's really hard to get off. But I don't ever imagine carrying this gun in this configuration. I don't think that's very practical. I think this is probably designed for like covert operators in suits, maybe. So they can, cover this with their jacket and then deploy it, and they'll have something that's a bit more effective than just the pistol itself. I'm guessing that's what it's for. I don't know. As far as the sling, there is a little, there's a little key ring looking thing that came with it, and I'm guessing you put that around this right here, and then you clip the sling to that. Again, I don't ever see using it that way. It just doesn't seem very practical, but you can do that if you want to. Alright, so I've put all the extra hardware in this bag here. Try not to lose any of it. So again, it came with a couple different size Allen wrenches. Now, these guys right here are for if you ever want to use the holster with just a Glock and not the brace. That seems kind of silly to me, but if you wanted to. These they literally wrap around the trigger guard of your gun, and then there you go, like that. So the trigger guard goes inside there, and then this slides on the same way as if the brace was on there, just like that. Again, I don't know what you would ever use that for. I guess if you just really wanted to use this holster, maybe you like this style because it's quick on and off. I don't know. I wouldn't personally use it. Then here is that ring that I was telling you about for attaching the sling. Okay, so they've got two of these things, and what this is, you can see right there. See, it actually says 17 on it. So Glock charging handle, GCH 17. And how this works is there's two screw holes there, and if you were to put this on your gun that did not have a red dot, it would go like that right around your slide serrations, and then you would have a way to charge the gun, because as you can see, it would be really difficult to charge this gun without the red dot there. So they have a low mount, and then this one is the high mount, and so you could just grab it with your hand, use a palm, or you can grab it with two fingers and rack it. So then there's the screws to mount it with, and let's talk about assembly. Very, very easy to assemble. So there's this screw right here. You unscrew that, and then it's 2 halves. So these 2 halves come apart. You set the gun down into it, place the other half on top of it, re-screw it down, and it's attached. It's that easy. Before you assemble it, you want to go ahead and mount your Picatinny rails because they're very hard to get on there if you don't do that first, and I'll show you. You can actually do it, but it's very difficult. See, there's the other, that's where the nut is on that screw right there. I think I mentioned this already, but they are coming out with a spare mag attachment, and I believe that goes right there. So when that comes in, because I have pre-ordered it, then you would want to put a light on the side. Okay, so normally this is where you would see the shooting portion, but unfortunately I thought my range was going to open on the 1st, and now they're not going to open until the 4th. So if you're watching this on Monday, may the 4th be with you. And I'm probably at the range testing this thing out. So I'll just give you some final thoughts on it. What would you want this thing for? Well, like I said, I think it's kind of designed for like covert operators wearing a suit to have something to make their pistol a little bit more effective at long distance. I personally would never carry this thing this way. However, I would stick it in a backpack. I think it's kind of cool how compact it can get. You know, fold it up like this. This would easily fit in not just a regular size backpack, but even like a sling style bag, or, you know, bag of some sort like that that's smaller that maybe you carry around with you every day. Keep it in your trunk, keep it in your car, and have something that's maybe a little bit more effective than just the pistol itself. So that's probably what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to stick it in a backpack, and I'll put a 17 round magazine in it, and then probably one of my 33 round Glock stick mags to go with it. And yeah, have a nice little PDW style gun. So there you can see that's what it looks like. It is designed to be shot like this with the brace wrapped around your arm, and it is effective like this. I mean, that's sticking it straight against my arm. Like, there's the control of the pistol would be much greater this way than just holding the pistol like this without it braced against anything. But I think cheek weld is probably more optimal as far as shooting this effectively. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this thing. I'll be at the range today shooting this, and I'll get some footage with it, and you'll see that in a future video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Head over to affordable-armory.com. That's where the blog lives. That's where all of our affiliate links are, so you can pick yourself something up that you were going to buy anyway and maybe save yourself some money on it. That's where our social media links are, and if you're feeling inclined, you can help support the channel by picking up a hat like this, or we've got t-shirts and mugs and all sorts of stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.